Namaste, welcome to Arthaniti, where we discuss money and money related matters to help you in your everyday investing decisions. As investors, it is very necessary that we stay informed about the happenings in the market because they impact our investments and investing decisions. Today, let us discuss the hot news of the day: the US court's indictment order against Gautam Adani and many of his business associates. In this video, we will discuss what the court order is, how it affected the shares of Adani group of companies on the stock exchanges in India, what this means for fundraising options of Adani in foreign countries, how will it affect its businesses in India and abroad, and as investors, what should be the course of action, particularly in relation to Adani group of companies. So let's begin. On 20th November, the US Department of Justice, US Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York passed a 5 count criminal indictment order against Gautam Adani and his business associates in several Adani group of companies. Now, the charges majorly include promising to pay over $250 million in bribes to Indian government officials in India, conspiracies to commit securities and wire fraud, orchestrating a multi-billion-dollar scheme to defraud US investors and global financial institutions. Now, these are some very serious allegations against Gautam Adani and his associates. The order detailed that the company had promised to pay $250 million worth of bribes to government officials for favorable treatment and securing lucrative solar energy contracts. Uh, as far as the securities fraud was concerned, lying or providing false information to investors and financial institutions to secure large amount of money from them was also one of the charge laid down in the order. And lastly, misleading US investors about company practices and financial health so as to secure again large investments from these investors. The indictment alleges that between 2020 to 2024, Adani and his associates agreed to pay bribes for contracts which would have generated profits upward of $2 billion for the company, personally met with Indian government officials to advance the bribery scheme, used code names like Numero Uno and the Big Man to refer to Gautam Adani, and tracked bribe payments and expected contract sizes on cell phones. The indictment order also stated that Adani Group of Companies has made false statements to Indian stock exchanges and financial institutions to conceal this bribery and a fraud case against them. Well, the investigation by FBI was already had already started from 2023, but it was not until March 2024 that Adani made disclosures about this case to the Indian stock exchanges and financial institutions. Following this news, the Adani group of company stocks had a significant fall on the market today. Adani Enterprises fell by nearly 10%, Adani Greens by 17%, Adani Energy Solutions plunged by 20%. In all, the market capitalization of Adani companies reportedly fell by over 2 lakh crores today. What can be the possible repercussions of these charges if they are proven? Well, for starters, it can lead to hefty financial penalties for the group, restrictions on participation in the US markets, increased scrutiny from global investors and regulators, and potential challenges in accessing international capital markets. So, all in all, this can prove as a headache for Adani Group of companies. Well, the repercussions of this order can be immediately seen. Adani Group of Companies has withdrawn or cancelled a planned US dollar dominated bond issue. It had a plan to raise 600 million in US dollar dominated bonds. The issue has since been cancelled after these orders were passed by the US court. Well, this isn't the first time Adani group of companies is facing such controversies. Last year, in the January of 2023, Research came out with a report accusing the group of extensive stock manipulations, accounting frauds, and misuse of tax havens. Now, these allegations led to a significant market downturn, and the market value of Adani shares fell by nearly $150 billion in a matter of days. The future outlook of Adani Group of companies depends on several factors. Well, the outcome of the legal proceedings in the US, the group's ability to address governance issues, investor confidence in the long term prospects of Adani businesses, and regulatory responses in India and by international regulatory bodies following these allegations. Coming to the most important question, what should investors do in such a scenario? Well, due diligence is a must. Stay informed about the outcomes of the regulatory and legal findings in this case, and diversify your portfolio. Check your risk tolerance and investment goals. See, these allegations are of a very serious nature, but they are still to be proven. Investors should take decisions on comprehensive analysis of this situation and not merely on the news breaking headlines. Following these legal complications for the Adani group, there can be many potential beneficiaries. In the renewable energy space, companies like Tata Power or Renew Power can be benefited. Port operators like DP World or PSA International can also be potential beneficiaries. Infrastructure companies like L&T GMR Group also can be benefited from these legal troubles the Adani group is facing. Lastly, in conclusion, as investors, it is very important that we know that market dynamics are quite complex. How the situation materializes, only time will tell. Surely, Adani Group of companies is facing lot of legal challenges right now, but as investors, a balanced approach is always advisable. The implications of these legal cases will take time, but again, a thorough research as investors is necessary before we take any investment decisions. Taking help of financial advisors is also a good idea, which helps you keep your wealth journey on track. I hope that you have liked this video where we have tried to explain in detail what happened with Adani Group of companies today. And if so, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to help it reach maximum number of people. Our idea is to create investor awareness and financial literacy. So please help us in doing so, and stay safe until next time. Goodbye.